Students, today we are going to do direct and indirect speech. There are two ways in which we can report the words of a speaker. Shilpa said Harry is an idle boy. Shilpa said that Harry was an idle boy. Said is the reporting verb and Harry is an idle boy is the reported speech. Shilpa said Harry is an idle boy. The exact word spoken by the speaker is given. This is called direct speech or narration. Shilpa said that Harry was an idle boy. When we do not give the exact words of the speaker but only give the substance of what is said, it is called indirect speech or narration. Now let us look at what are the features of indirect and direct speech. In direct speech, exact words of the speaker are put within inverted commas. The first word of the reported speech begins with a capital letter. A comma is placed after the reporting verb to separate it from the second part of the sentence. In indirect speech, the reported words are not placed within inverted commas. No comma is placed after said. The reported speech is introduced by the conjunction that the verb is changed into was. Why? Because the tense of the verb in the reported speech is changed from present to past. The following rules will help you in changing the direct speech into indirect speech. If the reporting verb is in the present or future tense, the verb in the reported speech is not changed at all. Like for example, Tom says. So says is in the present tense. So whatever is there within the inverted commas will not change. There is no ink in the import will remain same. So Tom says that there is no ink in the import. Is will remain as is only. Why? Because says is used here. That is reported speech is in the present tense. Ashok will say dinner is ready. Now will say is used here. That is future tense. The verb, the reporting verb is in the future tense. So whatever is there in the inverted comma will remain as same. Ashok will say that dinner is ready. Now let us look at the second rule. If the reporting verb is in the past tense, the verb in the reported speech is also changed to the past tense. Like simple present is changed to simple past. Let's take an example of this. Pinky said Kamla works very hard. So said is in the past tense. Therefore, whatever is there in the inverted comma, that is the present tense, works, will be changed to worked. Therefore, Pinky said that Kamla worked very hard. Present continuous is changed to past continuous. He said Anand is working hard. Since said is the reporting verb and it is in the past tense, therefore present continuous in the inverted commas is working will be changed to was working. He said that Anand was working hard. Likewise, the simple past is changed to the past perfect. Bali said Raman returned at noon. Returned is in the simple past. Bali said that Raman had returned. So simple present returned is changed to simple past had returned at noon. Past continuous is changed to past perfect continuous. He said all were laughing at the beggar. So past continuous were laughing is changed to past perfect continuous. All had been laughing at the beggar. Now rule 3 is an exception to rule 2. If the reported verb contains some universal or habitual fact, then the simple present in the reported speech is not changed into the corresponding simple past what we have seen in the rule 2, but it remains unchanged. The teacher said honesty is the best policy. The teacher said that honesty is the best policy. Is will remain as is. Present tense will remain as present tense. There will be no changes. This is an exception to rule 2. Now when it comes to changes in pronouns in the direct speech to indirect speech, the first person, that is I and we, is changed according to the subject of the reported speech. If second person is there, then according to the object of the reporting speech. And if third person is there, that is he, she, they, any name, there is no change at all. This is called the son change. So first person S, subject, second person O, object, third person no change. So SON, sun rule is there. Remember it like this, children. Let us look at the example according to the sun rule. The first rule, it says it is changed according to the subject. John said, I am busy. I is the first person. So how are we going to change it? According to what is written before said. That is John. John is a boy. So he will be used as a pronoun there. So John said that he was busy. Now look at the second example. Harish said to me, you are wrong. Now said, when there is something after said object, then said is changed to told. And when there is, second person is used there, you. So you is changed to according to what is written after said. That is me. So me is changed to I. Harish told me that I was wrong. Harish said to me, he is ill. Now he is the third person. So it will remain unchanged. So the answer will be Harish told me that. Since there is an object after said, so said is changed to told. So Harish told me that he was ill. So let us revise once more. First person is changed according to the subject, what is written before said. Second person is changed according to object, what is written after said. And third person does not change at all. When turning a sentence from direct to indirect speech, words showing nearness are changed into words showing distance. Thus, today is changed to that day, now is changed to then, here to there, this to that, tomorrow the following day or the next day or the day after, next week the following week, the week after, yesterday is changed to the previous day, the day before, last week, the previous week, the week before, ago, previously or before, tonight, that night. Now please pause the video and look at the examples. Please read the examples here. Now in reporting a question in indirect speech, change the question into a statement or a declarative form. Change said or said to into asked or inquired. Change conjunction word that into if or whether if the direct question has yes or no for an answer. Remove commas, question marks and question marks and quotation marks. WH word remains the same. Let us look at the example of questions. The bookseller said to me, do you want to buy these books? Now when I ask you a question, do you want to buy these books? So the answer could be yes or no. When there is yes or no for the answer, then we can use if or whether. So the bookseller asked me if I wanted to buy those books. You can even write it like this. The bookseller asked me whether I wanted to buy those books. If or whether, anything can be used here. Now when there is no yes or no for the answer, the teacher said to me, what is your name? Now this question doesn't have yes or no for the answer. So we don't have to use if or whether here. The teacher asked me what my name was. Now let us see how imperative sentences that are commands and requests changed into indirect speech. We should use a reporting verb like request, order, tell, advise, beseech, threaten, begged, implored, asked, proposed and forbid. Commands and requests are usually reported using to infinitive. The teacher said to the boys, work hard. The teachers advised the boys to work hard. Here, that is not used. In reporting an exclamation or a wish in the indirect speech, the introductory verb is changed into wished, exclaimed, prayed, cried, blessed, or some other similar verb. The words showing exclamations such as alas, hurrah, etc. are omitted. The signs of exclamation is omitted here. He said, may you live long. Exclamation mark will be removed from here and wish will be used here. He wished that he might live long. May is changed into might. Subscribe to my channel for the latest updates.